Welcome to Entry Certificate in Business Analysis, ECBA. It is a certification offered by the International Institute of Business Analysis, IIBA, for individuals who are new to business analysis. It demonstrates foundational knowledge and understanding of business analysis concepts and the Babak R Guide. Copyright. This slide outlines the copyright and proprietary information for this document. The materials in this document are the intellectual property of PM Training School and are fully protected by copyright laws. Any use or reproduction, whether in part or in full, is strictly prohibited without obtaining prior written consent from PM Training School. For any queries or permissions, you can reach out to us through the following channels. Phone +64 21 103 6356. Website www.pmtrainingschool.com. Email support@pmtrainingschool.com. Please remember that this document is intended solely for authorized use. Sharing or disclosing the content without explicit approval is not permitted. By adhering to these guidelines, we ensure the integrity and professionalism of our materials. Thank you for respecting these terms as you proceed with the training. Welcome to PM Training School. Before we dive deeper into your ECBA exam prep, let's take a moment to show you who's supporting your learning journey. PM Training School isn't just another course provider. We're a globally recognized corporate training school and an authorized partner for exam delivery. That means we're officially trusted by the same bodies that issue the certifications you're aiming for, including PMI, IIBA, Scrum.org, the Open Group, and Scaled Agile. And when it's time to take your exam, you're in good hands. We're an authorized test center for Pearson VUE, Prometric, ETS, Criterion, PSI, Language Cert, and even IELTS, giving you access to a wide range of globally recognized certifications all under one roof. For ECBA candidates like you, this means two things. 1. You're learning from a provider who truly understands certification standards. 2. You're backed by an ecosystem built for your success, from prep to test day. Keep this in mind as we move forward, because being confident in your training provider is the first step toward being confident in your exam. Let's get started with the BABOK framework. Let's start our training with an introduction to ECBA certification. All right, let's get strategic. What you're looking at now is the ECBA exam blueprint, a breakdown of the key knowledge domains and how much each one contributes to your total exam score. At the top of the list, and your top priority, is understanding business analysis, making up 20% of the questions. This domain lays the foundation for everything else. Think of it as your why behind the business analysis profession. Next, mindset for effective business analysis clocks in at 14%. This covers how a business analyst should think and behave, the soft skills, ethics, and the value-driven approach that underpins the role. Then you've got implementing business analysis at just 6%. While it's a smaller portion, don't skip it. It's often where scenario-based questions pop up. Now look at the rest. Change, need, solution, stakeholder, value, and context, each carrying 10% of the exam. These are your core concepts, so make sure you're equally familiar with each. Remember this for the exam, focusing only on the biggest domains won't cut it. Balance matters. Questions are designed to test your full understanding across all 9 areas. In the next slide, we'll start breaking these down so you can confidently tackle each one. Let's keep going. On this slide, we're diving into what the ECBA exam is really all about. So first up, why does this certification matter? The Entry Certificate in Business Analysis, or ECBA, is designed with IIBA's global vision in mind. It's not just about passing a test, it's about building real-world, job-ready skills. Think of it as your launch pad into the profession. Now, let's look at how the exam is structured. There are 9 domains in total. The first 3 give you the foundational knowledge, like your BAABCs. Domains 4 through 9 go deeper into practical application, specifically using the Business Analysis Core Concept Model, or BACCM. This model is the heartbeat of the Babak framework and covers 6 key concepts like needs, value, and context. If you've heard the term core competencies in other fields, BACCM is the business analysis version, so definitely remember this for the exam. The format, it's pretty friendly. You've got 75 minutes to answer 50 multiple choice questions. Some are straightforward, others are scenario based. It's all done online and proctored remotely, so whether you're in Mumbai, Manchester, or Miami, you're good to go. Let's zoom in on how the ECBA exam framework mirrors the work of a real business analyst. First up, domains. These are the big picture categories that shape our profession. Think of domains like departments in a company. Each one focuses on a specific area of business analysis knowledge. They help organize everything you'll be tested on and everything you'll do on the job. Next are activity statements. These are your bread and butter, the responsibilities ABA handles in each domain. For example, identifying stakeholders, defining requirements, or analyzing business needs. If you're wondering, what would I actually do in this role? Activity statements have the answer. And finally, we have learning outcomes. These tell us what success looks like. What should you be able to do after learning this? These outcomes show your competency. They're like your performance checkpoints. They're not exhaustive, but they are exam relevant. So here's a nudge. Remember them when reviewing practice materials or domain summaries. This structure gives you clarity, not just for test day, but for your BA journey ahead. Next, we'll take a closer look at one of the foundational domains in detail. Ready to keep going? Welcome to Domain 1, Understanding Business Analysis. This is foundational knowledge making up 20% of your ECBA exam. Let's break it down. We kick things off with defining business analysis. It's all about enabling change. Think of it as helping organizations move from where they are to where they want to be. You'll want to understand how business analysis connects directly to creating value, because that's really the heart of what we do. And remember, activities and tasks may look different depending on the project, organization, or even industry. Next up is the Business Analysis Core Concept Model, or BACM. This is big for your BA toolkit. It's made up of 6 concepts: change, need, solution, stakeholder, value, and context. These don't work in isolation. They're all interconnected. For example, a change always stems from a need and is meant to deliver value. You'll often use the BACCM to frame your thinking and align your analysis work with real business goals. Be sure to remember this model for the exam. Then we look at the importance of business analysis. This is where you connect your work to big picture value creation. Whether you're improving customer service, streamlining operations, or launching new products, business analysis plays a central role. It's also evolving fast. BA is now in demand across industries, from finance to healthcare to tech. Finally, we focus on outcomes and value creation. What's the real value your work delivers? That's the key question. You'll learn how to measure outcomes and ensure your work is not just ticking boxes, but genuinely contributing to strategic goals. Keep these ideas in mind as we move forward. They're the compass that guides your entire BA journey. In this section, we're focusing on the Activity Statement 1.1. Define business analysis, a cornerstone of your ECBA journey. So, what is business analysis? It's the discipline of enabling change in an organization by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders. Your job as a business analyst is to understand problems, uncover opportunities, and drive improvements that matter. Let's break down the learning outcomes from this activity. First, you'll learn to define business analysis and understand its role in enabling change. Think of yourself as the catalyst for positive transformation. Second, you'll explain the relationship between business analysis and value creation. Here's a quick tip. Value isn't always about profits. It could mean improved customer satisfaction, streamlined operations, or innovation. Remember this one for the exam. Value is central to everything a BA does. Finally, you'll be able to identify key business analysis activities and tasks across different contexts. That means understanding how your work as a BA might look different in an agile team versus a waterfall project, or in a startup versus a government agency. So take note, this activity isn't just theory. It's the practical mindset you'll carry into every project. Let's build from here. You're off to a solid start. Let's dive into Activity 1.2, Business Analysis Core Concept Model, or simply BACCM. Now, if you're preparing for the ECBA exam, this is one you'll definitely want in your BA toolkit. The BACCM, straight from the BA Keat Guide version 3, is a framework of 6 interrelated core concepts: change, need, solution, stakeholder, value, and context. These concepts aren't standalone. They connect and influence each other across every business analysis initiative. So what does this mean for you as a business analyst? It means you're constantly thinking in systems. For example, when a change is proposed, you'll need to evaluate its impact on stakeholders, the value it creates, and how it fits within the current context. One key skill here is being able to apply the BACCM to real business problems. Let's say a company is rolling out a new CRM system. You'd analyze the needed addresses, identify stakeholders involved, define the solution scope, and assess how it delivers value, all within the right context. Another exam tip: understanding how to structure your BA tasks using the BACCM helps you stay aligned with best practices and avoid tunnel vision on just one aspect of the problem. Ready for the next activity? Let's keep building our foundation. In this section, we're diving into 1.3, Importance of Business Analysis, a core concept in your ECBA certification journey. Let's start with the big picture. How does business analysis support value creation? At its core, business analysis helps organizations make smarter decisions. Whether you're improving a process, designing a new product, or analyzing stakeholder needs, your goal is to create value for customers, the business, or both. This could mean saving money, improving customer satisfaction, or even opening new market opportunities. Next, we look at key benefits. Business analysis ensures clarity in requirements, reduces project risks, and aligns solutions with strategic goals. Think of BAs as the bridge between business needs and successful outcomes. And finally, we reflect on the evolving role of business analysis. Today's BAs are no longer just note takers. They're strategic thinkers who work across agile, digital, and hybrid environments. From finance to healthcare to tech, every industry is realizing the power of effective analysis. Remember this for the exam. Value creation, business alignment, and adaptability are recurring themes in ECBA prep. Let's keep moving and explore how BAs contribute at every stage of the project lifecycle. In this section, 1.4, Outcomes and Value Creation, we shift gears from defining analysis to delivering real value. Let's unpack what that means. First up, define value in the context of business analysis. Think of value not just as profit, but as anything that helps the organization meet its goals. This might be efficiency, customer satisfaction, innovation, or even compliance. Next, we focus on how business outcomes are measured and assessed. This involves key performance indicators, KPIs, and critical success factors. For example, if your project improves customer onboarding, a relevant outcome might be a 20% faster process. And finally, we learn to identify techniques that help ensure your business analysis efforts truly lead to value realization. These might include continuous stakeholder engagement, benefit tracking, or solution evaluation techniques. Remember this one for the exam. Business value is a central theme in BABAC. Make sure you can articulate how your work as a BA directly supports it.